Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you on this 8th November daily MCQ series. And in the evening these lessons are coming. In the morning the Hindu analysis videos, they are coming. Both the lessons you need to follow religiously. Important details are there, PDFs you are getting on everyday basis, and these are going to help you a lot in the next year's prelims exam. So let's start. Paid content available at 159 rupees per month. Very important, these videos are 3 faculties and very crucial current affairs section is covered there, so totally affordable, 159 rupees per month. With that and these pen drive courses which are available there, regarding their subscription, any issue if you face there, then you can call on these two numbers. These two numbers are given here. Chat section is also available here, and all the courses are important, they are available, and offs are also going on. So Telegram channel is given on this Facebook group where you will find the PDFs. So the link of Telegram is given here on this group. You can find me on Instagram also. And first question, NVS, Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. They run these Navodaya Vidyalayas. These are important residential schools for talented kids, especially the rural area kids. You must have seen many kids preparing for Navodaya Vidyalayas. So these are important residential schools. All education is free, and Ministry of HRD is the main body. Under that this autonomous organization works. So that's important. First statement is correct. Recently many issues came when in these hostels of Navodaya Vidyalaya some cases of suicides were there, and some mental problems were cited in some kids. So this was a huge highlight at that time. They may ask you some questions. We discussed that issue in the PIB lessons also. Now second, Shala Siddhi is a e-governance school automation and management system for NVS. Is it correct? No. Shala Siddhi is something different. It's a different school evaluation system. The name is Shala Darpan for Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. So that's Shala Darpan for Navodaya Vidyalaya. Second is wrong. First is correct. Only one is the correct option here. You can see National Program on School Standards and Evaluation, NPSSE. That is called Shala Siddhi. Comprehensive instrument for school evaluation leading to school improvement. So that's different. And it was developed by National University of Education Planning and Administration, NUEPA. So that's important, that you must remember. And some other issues are also going on in the schooling area there. Some efforts by the government of India, and these issues are given here. It was there in the annual report in the starting of the year. Shagun portal, showcasing success stories, providing a platform for all stakeholders, and measuring state level performances. All these things are there on Shagun portal. So it's a very innovative and helping portal. Changes in RTE Act which they have done, and Shala Siddhi, as I explained to you, Pindix evaluating the elementary school teachers' performance, and important survey by NCERT, National Achievement Survey, especially for class 3, 5, 8 and 10 kids. So these are additional data which I am giving you. They may ask you in the prelims exam. Next, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, NEERI, which comes under Ministry of Science and Technology. And so with CSIR as a guiding body, has launched Ind-Air portal. That's correct. Ind-Air portal is very, very important. It's an innovative idea. But how it is innovative? It is not for the real-time monitoring of pollution for tier 1 cities. This is wrong. It is actually having an important web repository of historical air pollution data, and especially in the NCR region, many data were available, and it is telling us that since 1905, many case studies and issues were documented, and those scanned data are available on this web repository. So it's a web repository, and it's a very important one. So second is wrong, first is correct. Only one is the right answer here. You can see 700 scanned material from pre-internet era. Today we are living in a different phase, but at that time those important articles, those were realistic and those were written there. So these are mentioned, and it's a web repository. Remember that. Ind-Air, CSIR and NEERI both are involved here. Next, Voyager 1. Surely it is the first man-made object to enter into interstellar space. You know, interstellar space, the space between two stars. So it's the first one, but it is not the only man-made object, because Voyager 2, which is also the part of Voyager mission, and both were launched in 1977. So both have entered interstellar space. in 1977 first Voyager 1 was launched, and then Voyager 2 was launched. Some alignment of Jupiter Saturn, those were considered at that time, and they sent these missions. But the particular plan, future plan, was not that much long. But it was a shocking thing. It was a kind of a very fortunate thing that these instruments, they worked well throughout these decades, and still they are working. Some of the instruments they are dead in Voyager 1, but Voyager 2 is totally functional there. So that's really important information that they are providing. Regarding the magnetic field, they have revealed a lot of things, and as they entered into interstellar space, then some shocking details for scientists they are still providing. Voyager 1 entered in 2012 in interstellar space, the first man-made object at that time, and in 2018 November, Voyager 2 entered there. Heliopause is not the area between Uranus and Neptune. It is after Neptune. Means after Neptune, the important Kuiper belt is there. Then after important heliosphere ending is there, then heliopause comes. So this is wrong. First is also wrong, because Voyager 1 and 2 both have done that. So D9 is the right answer here. You can see these were really fortunate missions, and they are gonna last till 2025, as these batteries will die down for all the instruments till that time. So for the next 5-7 years they will keep sending the data there. So 5th November 2018, Voyager 2 indicated that it has also had entered interstellar space, and after 1 year they are giving a lot of data, and on many science portals this data is available there, that what Voyager 2 learned after spending a year in interstellar space. So these two missions sent in 1977. You can see this is sun, and this is total heliosphere there. Termination shock there. Why? Because when these spacecrafts they left the influence area of sun, the magnetic sphere and the solar winds and all, they end here, and then this heliopause comes, and then bow wave, or it's a interstellar space, because from here the journey to the next sphere of the star that starts. Means next is the Alpha Centauri. If we move in that side, then that is the nearest one. So in the next picture you can see it is Alpha Centauri here, this is sun here. So heliopause will be around here, and then this is the interstellar space. This is Oort cloud. So these areas are very much in a way undefined, and no clear evidences we have, but we have a lot of information, and this much we can tell there. So that's the detail, and you can go through this text, very important, this is given here. Regarding magnetic field, some surprising revelations were there. When it left the heliosphere, the magnetic field just beyond the heliopause is parallel to the field inside the heliosphere, and the same revelation done by Voyager 2 also. But Voyager 2's data are way more important, because some instruments which are still working in Voyager 2, they are sending important details. So that's also a important one. Regarding heliosphere, heliopause and interstellar space, the data is given here. And next issue regarding BIMSTEC. BIMSTEC, 7 countries are there, but there is a trick in this option. The two statements are correct, but it is not South Asia only. Two nations, Myanmar and Thailand, they are from Southeast Asian region. So South Asia only, this is wrong. This only word has messed up with this option, so this is wrong. Next, BIMSTEC permanent secretariat, is it in New Delhi? No, it is there in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So that's why it's also wrong. It was opened in 2014, and this is correct that India provides 33% of the total expenditures there. The first ever ports conclave, BIMSTEC ports conclave, is going on, and we have signed MOUs with the port authority of Thailand there. So that's important. Both the statements are wrong. D9 is the right answer, because two countries are there from Southeast Asia region. Okay, you can go through the detail. BIMSTEC port conclave in Visakhapatnam, which is going on, and the port authority of Thailand. With that, we have signed 3 important MOUs. Okay, Port Trust of Chennai, Visakhapatnam and Kolkata, they have signed these important MOUs there. and this is going on. BIMSTEC 7 countries, BBIN plus Thailand, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. These 7 countries are there. Free trade agreement is under negotiation. It is not finalized yet. Okay. Earlier only Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka and Thailand were there. Then it was called BISTEC. It was only economic cooperation, but later it became a technical one also, and these other countries, Nepal, Bhutan, they also joined that. So that's important. In 2004, the first BIMSTEC summit happened, because the BIMSTEC name that was given in 2004. 14 priority areas are there. If they ask you about BIMSTEC, remember 14 priority areas, and these are the important themes here. Okay, next we discussed about an important diet in the morning session. EAT, Lancet Commission on Food, Planet and Health, that suggested an important diet. It's a global diet, and we all should consume that, because it's a nutritious one, and vegetables, nuts, fruits, all are there. It's a totally fortified plan there. Very less or almost zero amount of red meat is there. So that was suggested by that, and it is very much needed, and it says that around 10 billion people will be there on the planet in 2050, and that would be very, very sustainable a thing. But what is the cost? That is the central issue. Is it $1.90? No. What about this $1.90? If you remember, global poverty parameters were decided, and then various categories were there regarding developed, developing and least developed. So $1.90 is something very, very low an amount, and poorest of the poor people, they are earning below $1.90 per day, and around 40% people from India, they are earning less than that. Okay, and this diet's cost is $2.84. That is more than 200 rupees per day, according to recent data there. So this means that it's a totally unaffordable one, and that's the biggest problem with this suggestion, because 1.58 billion people in this world, they are not able to afford that diet. So that's one of the most unfortunate thing for this planet, that 1.58 billion people cannot eat good food there. And it is not only about these 1.58 billion people, maybe double or triple people, they do not care about this good diet. That's why this is a very important issue for UPSC. They may certainly ask you about that. So details are given here. You can see Sub-Saharan Africa, 57% people cannot afford that. In South Asian region, 38.4% people, they cannot afford this diet. In Middle East and North Africa, 19.4%, they cannot afford it. In Americas and Europe, just 1.2 and 1.7%, they cannot afford it. So this is the inequality issue. Next, Article 102 certainly talks about the disqualification for membership, and these things are mentioned there. So this is correct. Second, Office of Profit. Is it well defined there? No. Office of Profit is not well defined in Constitution of India, and that's why we are dependent on some judicial assumptions there, some decisions by Supreme Court, and according to that they evaluate these things. Recently, regarding the AAP MLAs, President Kovind has rejected that petition by EC that we disqualify them. So they were not the culprits there, and those offices were not the Office of Profit, and now they are free. So it's a big victory for Aam Aadmi Party, but this issue is very much highlighted there. So only one is the correct option here. You can see Article 102 talks about these issues, and in the Office of Profit issue and other issues, Article 103 says that the matter will be taken to President, and President will take advice of Election Commission, and then they will, that will decide about the disqualification there. So now President says no, we should not disqualify AAP MLAs there. And the similar issues going on in Punjab also. Okay, where through a legislation they have isolated 6 important people who are there as advisories to the ministers there. Article 191 talks about similar provisions for MLAs in states and MLCs in some states. Okay, Samudra Shakti between what countries? India, Thailand, India, Sri Lanka, India, Indonesia, India, Uzbekistan. A very simple question. It is going on between India and Indonesia. Remember that it's a joint naval exercise which is going on right now, and very important issues are there. INS Kamorta is taking part there, and Samudra Shakti India, Indonesia. Remember that. So this is all for today. We will meet again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was a